demonstration on a new screen paint we just launched yesterday. This right here is called ILEG Legendary Limited Edition Black Cinematic. It is an amazing, incredible screen paint. I thought I would do something different for this product. I thought I would do a demonstration that basically we're doing 3 projection screen setups, 3 projectors. Total cost for all 3 projectors is $60.25. That's basically about it. Now, do we have to be stuck in a dark environment to do this? No, we do this in a fully lit environment. I thought I'd do this with the lights off for a minute. We are going to have lights back on because I do want to show you the projectors that we're using in the demonstration. Said before, not going to cost you a lot of money. As you can see, the screen has 0 washout. Now, this is actually more impressive when we turn the lights on, which I'm going to do right now. So as you can see, fully lit environment. We're going to go back to the dark, but as you can see, with a fully lit environment, we can have all the lights on. We don't have to worry about the screen washing or fading. 0 contrast, 0 washout levels. 100% infinity contrast levels. Looks absolutely gorgeous and outstanding, beautiful colors. No expensive projectors required. No calibration. No 4K. No 1080p. Not required. Right here, we're on the Christie LW400. That projector right there, cost for this one $50. Over here, we're on our projector, which is our Epson Powerlight S6. This projector at the bottom cost me only, at the top, cost me only $16.25 using no full HDMI. This uses HDMI only here. And then over here, on the floor, we have our Sony projector right there, Sony. And if we get the focus correctly, let's see right here. There we go, VPL CX100. This projector also too cost me $10 only. Look at the beautiful image we're picking up. So, also too, one of the perks about this product, you can also paint this to your ceiling. So if you have a dedicated theater room, you want to paint and get an infinity ceiling display, this screen paint is perfect for that. It requires a short throw projector and a fire stick, and that's it. And you can project some amazing things to your ceiling using this technology. This is what it looks like with the lights out. We get asked questions like this all the time. It looks the same way with the lights on or the lights off. Does it make a difference? As you can see, absolutely beautiful, stunning image. And again, no expensive projectors required. Keep in mind that you have people out there today that are running 1 projector and they can't even get that to work when we can get 3 of them to run with no problem at all. Let me come out of this. Let me bring it over to this one over here. Commercial's like 35 in there. There's no way more I'm doing 35 minutes on that. So for the person who commented, said, can we see with the lights out? Sure, just with the lights out. No problem whatsoever. Lights out is the most easy demonstration you can do. Because again, lights are out. So you can look at the image, 720p. It's all we're running here, it's just 720p. That's how incredible this looks. No 4K, no 1080p, none of that. And we were able to do this for under $60, under $70, under $70. Precisely $60.25. I'm planning to pick me up another projector, maybe $20. So I can say now under $60 we could do it. The cool thing about this technology, again, no washout. We don't have to ever worry about washout, ever. Partial lighting, full lighting. Looks exactly the same way when you turn your lights out. This one right here, I think we stopped on this side over here. Let's see what we got going over here. When I turn these demonstrations, your screen is supposed to have the same reaction as lights out, as lights on. It shouldn't change. See? No reaction. That's the way it's supposed to do. You're not supposed to lose any color, no ashiness around corners, no discoloration in color, none of that. And like I said before, you're paying too much. Although you thought that was my cat over there. You're paying too much for your projectors. Way, way too much money for your projectors. You don't spend that kind of money at all. Let's try that again. See lights out? That's what I'm used to seeing in demonstrations. Lights on. Lights out. Lights on. See that? Nothing. So we got people coming in for business. They're used to being in a dark environment. They have little lights splashing around the back of the screen, lights here and there to try to give off the illusion that it's well lit and where they work at. But it ain't working for them. As you can see, look at this. So you can come in here, they can watch all this and look at the projector. One thing to discuss on is projectors. They paid a lot of money. How much money we paying for that machine? I hear them. Yeah, a lot of money. So over here up top, this right here, Epson Power Light. $16.25. Down here at the bottom, $10. Sony CX 100. Over here, Christie LW 400. Running in eco mode, and brightness levels are at 0. Runs in whisper mode right now. So when you buy our product, what do you mean by saving you money? People say saving you hundreds. You can't save hundreds if you can't save them yourself. If you just spent $3,500, $3,700 for that projector, and the LG logo can't read on there at 2,000,001, you have not saved anything. You have wasted a lot of money. We can read that easily. We just did that on all 4 of these, all 3 of these. Easily. You can read that with no problem. You wasted a lot of money. Now, you spend that kind of money for that projector, you want the screen to look absolutely amazing. If we're doing this at 720p at $60.25, imagine if you own those projectors, what you can do at the end of the day. Let's go hit those lights out again. Lights on. Lights off. It makes no difference. Options. This is options. I'm in an office right now. I'm doing my work in here. I can't work in this. This is not going to work for me. Having some colorful lights on the bottom of the floor, some light splash, a little light in the corner. I work in the office. It's not going to work for me. I need to do work in here. This works for me. I don't need my screen washing out. I don't need it fading. I don't discoloration. I want no tanness to the screen. I want 100% black. That's what I ask for at the end of the day. I demand better at the end of the day. I don't put it with that nonsense where the screen's washed out around the corners and you got this poorly lit image in the middle. That's not going to work for me. I need for the screen to react better. So my customers, people we deal with, they expect this from our technology, and this is what they get. That's why Mr. Bird can push a 150-inch fish tank through a window with a projector that costs $400. He got 2 of them for $400, by the way. And we got people that are scared to go near windows. Now, as I said before, one of the many perks of this legendary cinematic is for those who have dedicated theater rooms, yes, you can coat your ceiling with this. So you're going out spending that whopping $10,000, $20,000 for an infinity ceiling put in. You're going to see the same star system, or most likely, they probably have 3 different versions. Who cares? It's a star system. That's pretty much it. Anyway, you can change out the ceiling to anything you want. You can turn it to a school of fish, turn it to liquid gold, whatever you want. Hey, that's not your toy yet, then that's mine. I would appreciate you not jacking up the projector. So you can change it out to anything you want. Look at the beads of water on the can over there. So you can change out whatever you want. And you can have your lights on while you do this. Mind you, you've got people in dedicated theater rooms can't turn their lights on because the screen will wash out. This technology, you can watch the star fill while the star fill's in your ceiling, and you can watch the screen at the same time. Want a dedicated theater room or dedicated theater outside? This technology is perfect. It's fully weatherproof. Those of you in the projector mapping field, you want to paint some object and change it multiple colors with projector mapping applications, this product can do that. Let's take our lights out again. Look again, options. We have options. So if your wife wants to sit there and read a book, you want a big screen and you want to watch the game, guess what? You can have the lights on, watch the game, she can read a book, everybody's happy. One of the things I ran into is couples. Couples where, both of you operate that environment, right? She's done more decorating than you. That's her environment at the end of the day. She doesn't want to be in the dark. She doesn't want to turn her living room into a cave at the end of the day. You know? She don't. She really don't. But you want the big screen because you want to watch the game on the big screen. You want a big projection screen set up and hook up. That's what you want. Maybe your friend got one at the end of the day. You like when you go over there and watch him, you want the same thing over there. But the problem is the screen. And mind you, I've been through this before. I've had the wife contact me and say, hey, look, I need to be ensured that this screen is going to operate and I turn no lights out. I don't want to be in the dark. I'm not going to have that problem with our technology. Show them a couple customers outside enjoying their screens. And that was enough to do it right there. There you go. Gray screen, you can't get that promise at the end of the day. Why? Your screen will wash out. Definitely will wash out. Are we on a fire stick on this thing? We are, aren't we? When he's on a fire stick, right? Bam! Fire stick over here. Fire stick over here. Those you got the fire stick, guess what? Operate your fire stick in a full lit environment. We're doing this on a $10 projector, mind you, on the fire stick over here. This is fire stick. That's PC right there. And this is PlayStation over here. You know, Fire Stick. This is my favorite show. I love watching this show. IT Club, what it's called. Yeah, I like watching it. Yeah, you can watch your TV shows, Hulu, whatever you want. Maybe some cartoons. Up to you. Oh, cartoons, man. I love cartoons. I got to get some cereal, man. Can't watch cartoons without cereal. That's where I grew up, man. You got to have that cereal. Bugs Bunny, all that stuff like that. Watching it over there. Got a Cartoon Network popping up over here. This is fantastic screen for the family room because now your kids can watch your cartoons over here. You can watch your shows over here. And again, like I said, you don't have to use this particular projector. I'm got another one coming in. I'm going to pick up another Epson just like this. Another Epson, might be a different model. These things are light, easy to hang up. Don't take a lot of room. This is the cable. This is the power cable from the Epson. The power cable from the Epson is the same power cable that runs off your PlayStation. It doesn't use that much power. So we got Cartoon Network popping up over here. I want cereal. I want some cereal. Yes, I want cereal. Whew, man, that Cartoon Network, man. Bum, 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 bum. Just keep your kids occupied. You'll be over there watching that. You'll be watching your shows over here. Put a little abstract art in the corner over there. Went through a lot to get to those flowers. Oh, Ivy Bear, that was my shot. I'm gonna go pick me up some Lucky Charms. Look at the color. Mind, just up the top, this is a $16 projector right here. That's SVGA, 600 by 800. Look at the color pop on that, with that technology is pushing through. So you're watching this technology basically operate all three of these projectors and produce amazing images. Amazing images. Look at that. That's crazy. We don't calibrate jack. Like you calibrate, we don't calibrate those stinking projectors over here. We don't need to. Not even necessary. You watch me do unboxings. I got tons of unboxings. On my other channel, you see www.ILEG technology screens info. That's right there. Literally, I have a section there on unboxing videos. We'll be taking projectors right out of the box, hit them on the screen. They operate perfectly. Somebody said something about changing settings in our projectors. To careful about that one. We got a list, literally a list of dumb stuff that people have said about our company on how much we're going to sue you on. We have a list. He said, what? He said that. Well, that goes to that list right there. Come on, man. Y'all know better than that. Y'all know better than that. Why put yourself in that situation? That's not a bad situation to be in. Now, I know some of you sitting there saying, you're not going to get caught. God knows what you did. See, that's what you understand. I'm a Christian. You touched an anointed Christian's product. You call me a scammer. If you call me a scammer, you call God a scammer. Read it in your Bible. It's right in there. God's people at the end of the day. If you accuse a Christian at the end of the day, if you came after a Christian, if you lift up your heels toward a Christian to do wrong against that person, God will have his back 100%, which means all those who came against me will meet judgment. So that means that you will be in front of a judge, as God said you will be. And that's a good thing. For those sitting there to say, well, how is that a good thing? Because at least you're under judgment. Imagine if that never happened. Imagine if you never went under judgment. Imagine if you think you got away with it and you just happen to pass away tomorrow. God forbid you don't. But just say you did, right? That means in the next world you end in, there's no judgment. There is judgment. There's no salvation. At least you have the opportunity to meet your crossroad and make the decision to change your life. Like I got the opportunity to change my life when I went through the crossroad. But imagine if God never led me to the crossroad. Imagine if he just left me out there and I got killed. Then what? Then I wouldn't be having this conversation with you. I'd be in purgatory right now in torment and pain. That's where I would be at. But because I got the opportunity to go through the crossroad, I had the opportunity to make the decision whether I choose God or the devil. And I chose God. And this is why I'm here right now having this conversation with you and not buried 6 feet under. And you're going to go through your crossroad. You have the opportunity to choose God. See, the problem is that your life is cluttered. You got all this stuff going on in your life. God's calling out to you, but you can't hear him because your life is cluttered. Sometimes God has to take everything from you in order for you to understand what you need to see. And that's what you're going to go through. You're going to lose everything. And you can get it back. You can get everything back, God. You can get everything back. If God allows it, you can have it back. But you have to go through what you go through. You prosecuted a Christian. You prosecuted its people. People you attacked, they're Christians. That's what you did. So you have to answer for that. Just like I had to answer for mine. When I sat there and said what I said to my brother-in-law, I had to answer for that. I had to pay for that. Now, Lord didn't allow anyone to touch me, but I did pay for it. Yeah, I did. And that was just the beginning of it all. Just the beginning of what I was going to be going through. Over here, let me see, some tigers over here. I like the fact we can just bounce back and stuff back and forth. Got this going over here. We got fish going over here. Got something popping off over here. Let's go back and forth. Let's take the lights out for people again because I want to see that lights up. There you go. We got the lights up for you. Look at that. Doesn't make a difference. Options, people. Lights on or off. You're going to get an amazing image. Now you got people out there thinking at the end of the day, oh my goodness, I'm going to go right over to eBay and get myself a cheap projector. There you go, because I do it every day. There you go. Go pick yourself up a cheap projector. Get yourself a 720p model. Because any day of the week, you can go take your 720p model and put it against a gray or white screen. It's going to come out looking like garbage. You put it against our product, it's going to look absolutely amazing. Call any company right now, big company, and say, hey, look, I got a 720p projector, so you got a Powerlight S6, that's what you have. They're going to tell you that that's not going to work. You need to spend money for a 4K high-end projector to get that to work. I say at the end of the day, no, you don't. That's a bunch of poppycrop at the end of the day. Poppycrop at the end of the day. You don't spend all that money for projectors. That's crazy. This is one of the things we're going to be advertising when we're out here, broadcasting to the masses that you don't need expensive projectors to get an amazing screen. You need our product. That's all you need. That's it. That's how you fix the washout woes, the washout worries. That's how you fix it with our technology. For your gray screens out there, white screens don't do this, but gray screen, talking all this trash, I can literally paint my initials into your screen and your screen cease to exist. You will never read the contrast levels next to my technology. You will never pick up the color next to my technology, and you will not survive in the environments we play in for fun. So just me taking my hand, printing, just bam, touching your screen, that's it. Your screen doesn't work anymore. I have screen paint here. We've done this before. I've just painted a little square in there, that's all it took. And that gray screen don't work anymore. When it's standalone, that's what they'll tell you. It works. When you put it next to our technology, it doesn't work. And if you still got a little more fight into you, I got a screen called the Imperior. You want to go against that one, we'll go outside at 12 o'clock and do that one at 300. And I guarantee you, not 3,000, 300. And see if you survive it. The customers should not be getting ripped off. I'm so sick and tired of seeing customers stuck in dark environments and just putting up with the excuses that this is the way it has to be because this is projection screen setups. This is what comes with it. This is what comes with the territory. I have to be stuck in a dark environment. I got to calibrate, spend more money for a projector. This is what I got to be. That's what I do. I got to deal with this poor, crappy image. It's sad that when I see somebody with a nice setup, nice projector, and they're sitting up there and they got this most washed out, ugly image I've ever seen, and they have to deal with that because they think this is the normal. That's what they want you to believe. It's not the normal. What we do is what we call, at the end of the day, even in the playing field, at the end of the day, showing you what you're supposed to get. And I don't do this with expensive machines. I don't pay the money for it. I do this with cheap, old machines that don't even possess an HDMI port. HDMI port? No, sorry. Non-HDMI port is VGA to HDMI. This over here is HDMI. Do you see any difference? Oh, you have to have HDMI. You have to have HDMI. The picture quality would drop. Bullcrap. You got to be stuck in a dark environment. It's the only way your screen's going to be able to operate. Yeah, I can't have the lights on. Bullcrap. You got to spend the money for expensive machines at the end of the day. Bullcrap. You got to calibrate. Bullcrap. Bullcrap. That's what they've been telling y'all for years. And this is the reason why they fight so hard, Mr. Bird, at the end of the day, to try to debunk what I do at the end of the day so they can continue to rip you off. Well, this year, 2026, is different. This year in 2026, when we found out that we can bring you here, challenge it, accept it. I will be bringing every single individual. I don't care what company you are at the end of the day. We will challenge you in any court of law to prove at the end of the day that the products that you were selling were not exactly as you said they were. We're willing to challenge you. Your gray screens do not do what they claim they do. They're not an upgrade, but a downgrade. Next to our technology, if you made the claim that your product is more advanced than ours and our products don't work at the end of the day, we'll see you in court. Till then, customer needs to get what they paid for. All my customers do. See that screen right there? And this projector, I'm giving them my projector. I'm giving it away. You know why? Because it only cost me $137. It didn't cost me $3,000. It didn't cost me $1,000. It didn't cost me $500, $800, $137. I can give these away. We can get as many as we want. They're cheap. And yet we get this off 720p every single day. Look at that. Now, anyone who feels at the end of the day that the demonstrations I do here, you know what I'm about to say? Oh, man, did you see that? Are completely fake. You sign Mr. Bird's contract, you see me in court. If one of my people, I pay, find you on your channel running your mouth, whether your channel is hidden or not, I guarantee you, bar none, I will have you in front of a judge. And you'll get sued for millions. And if we find enough on you that shows you sent out enough of this nonsense through social media, I will make sure I take you to federal court and you will be prosecuted by my company. Do you understand? I hope you do. We don't play games at the end of the day. We ain't about it. Oh, look at that. Where did this demonstration come from? I like this one. Look at this. Look. I'm coming over here. Look at this. 600 by 800, 720p. Look at this. Just look at that. $16.25 right there. I love it. I love it. That is absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. On the Epson PowerLight S6 projector. Look at how beautiful them colors pop. $10 projector below. Sony, Epson. Look at that. So now you got somebody thinking already right now, I'm going to go out and buy that paint. And I'm going to go out and get myself the same projector. Get people content. What kind of projector? That PowerLight S6 projector. That's what it is. Look at the white levels on it. Oh, man. I need freaking remote control. Which one's controlling this one? I think PC's on this one. Yeah, PC's on this one. Which one is this one? I want to go back to that white helmet. I'm loving that. Look at that. Look at the levels on that. Gee whiz Louise. Look at that. Look how clean that is. That's 600 by 800, 720p. That is gorgeous. All these are gorgeous, but I'm just zoning on the colors we have over here. So that means every time you see contrast on the screen, you're seeing it at 100%. 100%. I like this demonstration right here. I do. I love it. That looks real nice. Now, if you're tired of getting ripped off, if you're tired of dealing with being stuck in the dark, no options whatsoever, you want to get the most out of your projector investment that you paid a lot of money for, and you should get the most out of your machine at the end of the day. Why are you sitting up there suffering and dealing with a setup that you can't even get the color that it's supposed to do? 1.7 billion colors. You know, you can't even, on a gray screen, you can't even read the dark levels on that. 4K demonstration OLED. Corner. 8K desired nature 8K. If I get like, oh, we got it. Usually I never get that one. Got to go through the whole process. I'm trying to repeat it multiple times. People think I'm calling it an airstrike. An airstrike at 8K, 4K screen saver 8K, 4K. Like, geesh. It's not hard. The problem is the fact that basically when you ask for 8K, it looks for the assault rifle. And then if you ask for desired nature, it just brings up a bunch of nature channels. It's just really bad trying to track this thing down. Let's go over here and let's get some of that, the woman with the black makeup on. We're going to do this on a Sony. Sony has 2001. Ooh, did you see that? That reflection off that metal? Sony has 2001 contrast. We turn it off. We don't need it. It's a waste of energy. Look at that. Oh, my goodness. Let's get this in here. Let's get that 100% black level in here. I'm going to bring this over and let this repeat, because that's what I want to do. Give it some repeat time. So we can basically play with that in the background. See that? 100% contrast here, people. 100% contrast. Look at that. $10. A $10 projector. That's it. Sony. Look at that. See how amazing that looks? Fully lit environment. Let's go swing over to the wall. Sometimes I like to lean against the wall sometimes. Now, see, after I made all these demonstrations, right? All these demonstrations, just like Apex, you do all these demonstrations, right? Share out the product. You still got boneheads like Fernando that will come in and say, hey, this product looks this way. That's why, Fernando, if you do that, that will be a third criminal complaint I will file against you. A third one. Which means now you will have 3 of these on you. And if you don't show up for these things, you will have U.S. Marshals. Not to serve you, but to arrest you on your property. So if you see anything, we see anything that comes up and mention this product, already knowing what you do already and what we have filed against you, I guarantee you, I'm going to file another one against you. 3 of those, it shouldn't take time to get that through the system, especially when you see 3 of them coming in back to back to back, which means it's urgent. They got to go get this taken care of right away. Whatever's going on with this situation, the 3 of these being filed, we got to make this top priority, which means sooner or later, you're going to get a letter from a judge, a certified letter coming to you. So go in and play and see what happens. Now, see, the thing about Fernando at the end of the day, and I hate to bring this up to the topic, he feels nothing's going to happen to him. Fernando's never heard of bench warrants before at the end of the day. If he has, he don't understand the seriousness of bench warrants, which he will find out. That's your YouTube channel. We're going to make contact with YouTube, Legals Department, within a lawyer. It's going to explain to YouTube at the end of the day why we felt that they neglected us when we basically sent out multiple transcripts explaining individuals that were openly attacking our channel. Even the same videos that were used in court to prosecute these individuals, YouTube failed to remove these videos, but attacked our company and removed us for basically showing evidence of what these people did to us. YouTube, I'm going to file a lawsuit against you for this, because that was definitely wrong what you did. How did you let that stuff stay up? But that we advertise what these people are doing to us and we get hit. All right, there we go for that. Can't wait for them to explain that one. And mind you, The videos that we posted are the same videos we're using in court to prosecute these individuals. So if they felt that there was anything wrong that we violated, then we would be locked up for it, or basically our case would be thrown out. But it wasn't. All we did was show what these people did to us. That's it. And YouTube attacked us and basically went in and granted their wishes. They looked everything over and thought we were, and said we were in the wrong. When these people were posting my face, they're posting addresses, they're posting loved ones at the end of the day, and YouTube did nothing about it. Enjoy your lawsuit, because it's going to be a fat, big one. I guarantee you. People want to bring on board, say you can't be sued? Oh, we can sue you. Trust me. Dumb nonsense. You know, after I made that statement, our video started. They weren't touching our videos? Yeah. You made a big mistake. We have it all of it. Every email I sent to you guys. You didn't remove any of their videos. So if it wasn't for you, if you had cut down on this nonsense and you had cut these people down, shutting these videos down, they wouldn't have went as far as they did. You're responsible for this also. So, see YouTube in court. And no, I'm not settling out for jack. I'm going to take you to court. I want people to know what y'all did to my company. You allow this stuff to grow. And I'll make sure the judge understands this too. Oh yeah, we're going to get paid for this mess. Now Jamie considers this to be, at the end of the day, us crying about something today. So let me tell you something, Fernando. What if I, the other way around, attacked you? What if I went out and basically posted where your family members live at, their addresses, everything, the whole 9 yards? Say I went and touched your copyrights at the end of the day and used them any way I wanted to use them at the end of the day. Say I went over at the end of the day and made threats towards your family members and told people to come down and visit your friends and family. What if I went out and hired a pedophile like Mr. Williams to send half-naked pictures to some of your family members who have kids at the end of the day that live at those houses? How would you feel about that situation? And what if a product that you worked hard to build and make, took you years to do, that I went around and spread a bunch of false rumors with a bunch of my friends and told everybody it was fake and not real? How would you handle that situation? All right, there you go. That's why we'll see you in court. And, oh, I'm sorry. See you in court after the bench warrants, because you're definitely going to get hit with all three of them. Well, two of them right now. But if we see anything on this one, it'll be three. And don't send me an email and do the dumb stuff you did the last time. That's what happened. We filed on him on, I think it was Monday we filed on him for the lawsuit, and this guy sends me an email confessing everything what he is. Literally sat there on your channel and ranted, full Karen mode. I got the videos. Full Karen mode, how you are an American citizen. We even have text messages on our end of you sending us acting like you're an attorney, that you're going to be taking me to court because you're an American citizen, and I have an email of you stating that you do not have any type of paperwork like illegal aliens. I don't have any paperwork. I don't exist in the U.S. What else would you call that? Good luck having someone come to my address or suing me. I don't exist in the U.S. All my stuff is in someone else's name. You just admitted that you're undocumented and committing crimes on United States soil against American citizens. That's a terrorist act, my friend. Also threaten a United States Marine, because when you made threats to him, you're not a citizen. So you made threats to a United States Marine. Interesting. All right, well, we'll get all that tidied up. I'll make sure that they know everything. When we get you over here locked in, I'll make sure they know everything, the full scale of it all. Because I want to make sure you're here. We get you here. I don't want to hear at the end of the day like, oh, yeah, they picked him up. Damn it. I want to know you're here. So they're going to notify me if you're here. I'm going to pop on YouTube. He's here. He's in Pennsylvania. He's with us. We got him. Hey, wait a minute. Didn't we just show this here? How did we end up here? Well, we had it over here. What the heck? Did we just have it? I just had this here. I didn't put it on here. It just popped up over here. Oh, yeah. They're communicating with each other. The screens are now communicating with each other. Oh, my goodness. What is going on? We just had that over here. It just popped over here. I put it over here first before I didn't put it over here yet. Whew. AI is listening to me. YouTube is probably listening right now. Tomorrow. It's just... No, forget it. I couldn't care less about them right now. That was real dirty. what they did to us. Real dirty what they did to us. And I can hear the judge right now talking about, well, wait, this is all on YouTube? Yes, it was. So what did YouTube do about this? I have heard this many times before from law enforcement officers and everything. What did YouTube do? And I said YouTube did absolutely nothing. Because it's going to come up in court. Did you contact YouTube? Yes, we did. We got transcripts. So we contacted them multiple times. And YouTube said when they sent us back, there were pictures of us, of our house. There was pictures of me, all types of stuff that they were doing against us. And YouTube said they didn't find anything at fault. I literally have it saying in the email from them. Good luck with that lawsuit. I couldn't even tell you the amount of money they're about to get sued for. And I sat back there and I said to my Lord, I said, you know what, Lord? It's not fair that we come on here and all we try to do at the end of the day is just bring a product out here that everybody can enjoy. And people got mad at us because they got jealous of our product and attacked my company. We didn't do anything wrong at all, not a thing. I sat there in the middle of the floor. What did I say? I said, if I am responsible for any of these things, may the Lord help me. What did the Lord do? The Lord blessed us with a technology that read through sunlight. Does that sound like somebody at the end of the day, the Lord's going to basically back up? The Lord does not back up the evil. He does not back up evil people. So we admitted it to the world, and the Lord blessed us. What these guys do, they got extra angry. They work with Satan. They got extra angry and got upset and decided to attack us. For the only thing we try to do is make a better product for everybody, and we got attacked over it. So when we go to court, judge will decide at the end of the day. If you have the evidence claiming that I'm this person, then you should have no problem winning these lawsuits. But if you don't, you're screwed on so many levels, it's not even funny. When they look up the word screw in the Webster Dictionary, your face is going to pop up first. That's how bad we're going to hit you. I don't want to hear any crying in court about this, that, and the other. I don't want to hear jack at all. You're going to take that hit, and that's it. Because you had no business attacking my business at the end of the day. We didn't do anything wrong. I proved myself time and time again on camera, over and over again. Our products work. And those guys came out and slammed us on every level. And any of you new ones that stopped, new ones that jumped on board, you're getting 20 years from the door. You're definitely getting 20 years from the door because you copycatted that nonsense and you spread it even worse than what it was. So you're definitely going to get 20 years. We're taking you to federal court. I'm filing a conspiracy charge in federal that these individuals on YouTube basically got together to take my company out. They threatened family members. They went above and above to try to take us out. They threatened family members. They tried intimidation. They tried death threats, everything. I'm going to make sure you spend the rest of your life in prison. And if that scares you, it should. Because we literally have enough evidence to get this thing kicking. We got 3 open cases right now. It's so serious that that brick of mail I had behind me, I don't have it anymore. They have it. I can't even get it back because it's being used for evidence for court. Guys deserve it. And I kept sitting back and asking the Lord, I said, Lord, why are we being prosecuted on this level? I mean, we didn't do anything wrong. All we did was try to make a better product. So we got prosecuted for it. And the Lord said, just wait and see. Now I see why. I see why in 2 different reasons why. I see why that the Lord wanted to test me to see whether or not if whatever was in me when I with that person a long time ago was definitely dead. He knew at the end of the day it was definitely dead, but I had to know 100% it was dead. Let me tell you something, explain it to you. I got a family full of military. They know mercenaries. They know all types of interesting people at the end of the day. I have ties. I know a lot of interesting people in the day. If I was to get that type of money at the end of the day, do you have any idea what I could hire? There you go. That's why the Lord, before he can bless you with anything, to make sure 100% that Satan cannot use it against you. I could very well lose my soul over that type of money. So he has to make sure that I am ready for it when it comes. And sometimes you have to go through some stuff in order to get that blessing. And I had to go through some stuff. But as I went through all of this at the end of the day, the Lord made sure that each and every person that was involved will be prosecuted. Each and every person will be brought before a judge. And I will walk out of this situation an extremely wealthy man because of what I went through. Just like the children of Israel. Same thing from the Bible. They went through a lot. They went through they did horrible things to those people. And when the time came for them to be released, they walked out of there with more gold than they could carry. The people gave them gold, diamonds, rubies. They walked out of there rich. Sometimes you have to go through that trial at the end of the day. If it means at the end of the day it brings me closer to God, and if God has to test me, so be it. I'll go through it. I don't like it. It's stressful at times, but I'll do it. I'll do it for my Lord. But in the end, I know that the Lord basically protects me, and that every single person, even the very thought you think right now, is processed through God. God knows everything you think. So if you think at the end of the day that I got a mere thought to hurt Mr. Bird, it ain't even going to go that far. Anything you do is going to fall upon your own head, just like it did to me when I threatened my brother-in-law that fast. The minute my lips spoke those words, it was already set in judgment for it to happen to me. And no sooner did I turn that corner, right there it happened. Yep. So I know I'm protected. I've seen the Lord's work in the day. I don't even fear you. You know why I fear you? I've seen demons. That's why. Once you see demons at the end of the day, you don't really fear people anymore. There are things that are far worse than you. Far, far worse. And the sad thing about it is the things that I saw at the end of the day, you follow and you serve. And they know you. They know you don't pick up God's cross. They know you're not protected in the blood. They know that. You have no idea what you've been playing around with. I have no idea. So if you run out of time here on the earth, the Lord decides to call you back, because again, you're on borrowed time, you will get a chance to see them. Only problem is you can't escape them. You're stuck in there with them. And they have power in that world. They're not tormented in that world. In Armageddon, when they suffer and the battle and Satan loses that war and is cast into a lake of fire, then they will suffer in that world. They will go through pain and suffering for eternally, but you will too. But right now, they have power in that world. We got going up over here and up over here. I'm done. I am cooked. Man, I got 3, even at eco mode, this place generate heat. I have no way to open up a window and none of that stuff. I told the other guys the other day, when we hook this system up in the day, we're going to have to build exhaust systems for to push out heat outside. So they're working on right now an exhaust system to carry all the heat from the projectors back outside. I like the lazy Susan effect. A lazy Susan, we can swap them out. I think that'd be pretty cool. Actually, it's really not that hard to do. A lazy Susan, oh, that'd be kind of cool. We can actually do that. All right. I have much to do. Oh, wait. We can do a giant aquarium. Let me see. 4K YouTube. Beautiful fish. 4K. Oh, that's a good one over there. They got all the colors are just right. They're beautiful. Oh, wrong one, buddy. Oh, got that right back. Jimmy the Cricket. Jimmy the Cricket. Jimmy the Cricket. Let me see. Beautiful fish, 4K, ocean. Gotta be careful about saying the word ocean too much. You get some jacked up stuff at the end of the day. I did not need to know that even existed. Like the freaking telescope fish. That is one thing I did not need to know existed in the ocean. Thank God it's deep down in the ocean. We won't find it, but gee whiz Louise. I don't try to question God much, but I was just curious about that one. Like, why? That thing is freaky looking. Oh, that thing is freaky looking. Thank goodness they're not in our waters. I couldn't imagine bumping into that thing. But God has a purpose for all things, so, just curious why. Because, woo! Man! Telescope fish. I'm in our aquarium, people. Relaxing in our beautiful aquarium. Taco's enjoying the heat. He's a heat monger. He's enjoying the heat. Like, yes, I enjoy the heat. I am the heat monger. It's not one of my statues. Cardboard statues. Hope you enjoyed the video demonstration, people. Product is available on our website with free shipping. For those that are painting in the whopping 30. Oh, by the way, this is a 150-inch screen right here. 1610. It's my customized 1610. 32 ounces can paint this. So, 32 ounces we ship overseas. Basically, that's free shipping. We ship that by express shipping. I need some juice. We need express shipping. We do not ship the gallons. We don't ship the 24s, and we do ship the 32s. But those are available in the U.S. We ship them on the U.S. at 32s, 1 gallons, and 24s. The only thing we do ship overseas is a 32, and the 32 paints a screen size of this size, which is roughly 150 inches. And we've done paint down demonstrations for that, show the coverage we get from our product. Again, one coat application, that's all you need. Ultra short though compatible. Later on we'll do some demonstrations with ultra short though, because we got it sitting right over there. And I just need something to basically put something through it, because we don't have anything here at all, period. But anyway, I want to see if I can borrow a RetroPie. I know somebody got one too. Kind of like, you gotta borrow your RetroPie. Oh, I need it for something very important. Let me see if I can get her hands on a RetroPie. But anyway, so yeah, available on the website, free worldwide shipping. If you require signature confirmed, please note it. And also too, if you did change, move your address, we can change it right there. We can design the label right there for you. But we need a permission slip, which means we have to send you something that sends back and say, hey, look, I give you permission, and you're good to go. All right, thank you for your time. I gotta go. Next week, I gotta do 4 of these installments. These giant screens, I gotta do 4 of those installments, and they're getting the legendary. Show you some videos on it. Gotta go, and God bless.